Big companies or other official agencies like Microsoft, Amazon, the SSA, or Geek Squad will never call you, nor will they send you voicemails similar to this one.
From Geek Squad, your subscription with us has been auto-renewed and you have been charged with $499.99. If you wish to cancel, call us back on 1-725-209-2243. If you ignore the message, then the service will start.
If you do receive one of these voicemails, which is not unlikely since thousands of these voicemails get sent out every day to wealthy countries, you have to realize that this voicemail is most likely coming from a scamming call center somewhere in India. If you call the number that the robo voice tells you to call, you will get connected to a scammer that will receive your call in a similar way to this.
Yes, sir. I try to call you. I try to inform you actually, sir. You are using our service on your computer. Do you remember? You paid some money to our company Geek Squad for the maintenance and protection of your computers a long time ago. For the maintenance and protection of your computer. So that's the reason we are trying to inform you that, because if you do not cancel the service that is running on your computer through the Geek Squad, then you have to pay around $500.
So these specific scammers run the Geek Squad scam, as you might have heard. They send out voicemails pretending to be Geek Squad, and when you call them, they tell you that you're gonna have to pay $500 if you don't cancel the service, and if you do cancel the service, they will connect to your computer, pretend to refund way too much money to your bank account by making you log into your bank account and HTML inspecting your banking page, and this extra money that they refunded you, you now have to pay them back by giving them gift cards from Best Buy. I also received one of these voicemails on my VoIP, and I decided to call the number and try to reverse the connection on the scammer so that when he connects to my computer, I can connect to his computer. .com.
Then hit the enter button, press the enter button.
Okay.
Then what comes up?
I can see it's telling me AWE Sun Remote Desktop Software and all-in-one remote access support solution.
Yes. And below that you see, I believe there is a two box, free download and buy now. Below that,
Hold
just
on.
look that. Yeah.
Yes, I can see it says free
Do not click on buy
download.
now. Do not click on buy now. Click on free download.
After reversing the connection on the scammer, I now have permanent access to his computer. The first thing I always like to do when I get this connection is to check out the IP address that comes with the connection so that I can get an indication of where the scammer is based. My remote access tool was showing me that the scammers were based in the United States, but when we look up the IP address of the scammers, we can see that the scammers are actually based in India and in a very popular city for scammers, which is the city of Kolkata in West Bengal. The next thing I did was I downloaded the scammer's files so that I can get a little more information on the scammer himself. Alright, so these are the 4 files that were on the scammer's PC that were the most important files. The other files were just download. The 4th file is a text file and it's 2 numbers of victims. And the 3rd file, which is called Jack, has some information on victims, including numbers, names, the time they called, and also one username and a password for the remote access tool that these scammers primarily use, which is AWE Sun or AWSUN. The 2nd file is a spreadsheets file, an XLSX file, which reveals us some usernames and passwords, which is to log into their calling system, and they use 8x8 work to call people and to receive calls. And the first file is a video of a scammer scamming somebody using a Google refund form and a Weebly page, but both of those pages are down, so it's not really necessary to show you guys. After checking out the IP address and checking out their files, it was time for me to watch the scammers, and when I started watching them, I overheard a conversation in which I heard the scammers say Jim Browning. That's the only thing I understood because I don't speak Hindi. So I went to my Discord and I asked 2 guys that are Indian to translate it for me. The guys that did this for me were Jakuza69 and JM. And the conclusion that we came to was very interesting, so I'll show you guys the footage and then you can get your own conclusions.
हम क्या किया भाई अरे भाई वो हम एक्सेप्ट ऑप्शन क्या किया वो समझ रहे हैं आप, हम उसको आईडी नंबर दिया ही नहीं है, उसको हम आईडी नंबर दिया ही नहीं है कुछ। अरे सुनेंगे पहले क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ। भाई तो ठीक समझाया हमको, हम लोग जब मारते हैं ना आईडी जैसे हम लोग लेते हैं, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग मारते हैं तो उसके पास जाता है ना एक टू, उसके पास तो आईडी चला जाता है, ठीक है, वही आईडी टू मार के हमको एक्सेप्ट करवाई से। हाँ उतना बड़ा सियाना नहीं था, नहीं तो ऑप्शन वोशन सब लेता मेरे से। इसलिए तो डर के मारे भाग भी गया काट उठ के सब, काट उठ के जितना पेज चल रहा था मेरा सब काट दिया, काट के साला भाग गया। हमको तो याद आ गया था साला जिम ब्राउनिंग।
So the scammer is basically talking about me reversing the connection on him, and then he says that I'm not smart because I could have destroyed his computer, which yes, I could have syskeyed him, but what he didn't know is that I secretly hid a file on his computer and that I now have remote access to him, and I'm watching him talk about me. And he also said that I reminded him of Jim Browning, probably because I had the power as well to reverse the connection, and maybe also because of my voice. Now let's stick to this calling device. They use 8x8 work, which I've never actually seen before. Usually they use Xlite or Grasshopper or another program, but this is my first time actually seeing scammers use 8x8 work. While I was watching the scammers their operation, I came to find some information on the user accounts on 8x8 work. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the scammer talking to a Scambaiter, and this Scambaiter is pretending to have some gift cards for the scammer, but this wasn't the case. I thought it was the case, I didn't realize it was a Scambaiter until the end of the call. But while she was scambaiting him, I took control over his computer and pressed on his user account on his calling device, and we can see right here that the name he is using and the caller ID that he's using are Kamavalai and 308-270-3245. That number is his personal number, and then the main line is 308-270-3243. The username for that account, as you can see on screen, is KValleyB, because the scammer decided to switch from accounts for some reason. And also in my logs I could find that the password to this account is Hamam $021. Scammer then decided to switch accounts to the username S6, as you can see that he's typing on the screen. And again I looked into my logs and I saw that the password to this account was SKJXNJD J229. For this account I could see all his contacts that it had, which is Sharon, that's his own account, and then SmackDown 1 through 6. So I'm assuming that other logins could be S-1, S-2, S-3, etc. for the username with the same passwords. For this account I could also see the name and the caller ID again, and the caller ID was Sharon Hills with the number 806-639-5909, and that was also the caller ID, which means that the 806 number is his personal number that you can always reach him on, and it's also the caller ID which shows up when he calls somebody from that account. With this calling device he was taking calls and also trying to scam people. I did prevent a lot of scams in the time I was watching them, but first I want to show you guys a little bit of footage of the scammer horribly failing.
And to cancel, then I will help. How many? How much you give me money? Sir? My wife do not suck your dick, motherfucker. Okay. Okay. Do one thing. Do one thing. Tell your mother. Tell your mother. Tell your mother. Tell your cousin sister. Tell your every aunties. Come to my home and suck my dick, motherfucker. Hey, you motherfucker. Hey, hey, fuck yourself, motherfucker. Fuck yourself. Put the put the put the put the middle finger on your ass and smell it, motherfucker. You did that. I know that you are a gay person, mother chod. When you fuck your mother, how your mother? Oh, she liked it. Your mother liked it. Just do one thing. Send all the wife to our company. Okay, we fuck all your wives. I'm sir. I'm just giving you the software that helps to remove the service from your computer. Sir, just wait for today, okay? Tomorrow, when you see your bank account, then you understand each and everything, sir, okay? Just have a great day, sir. Jesus help you, sir, okay? Yeah, you fuck yourself, motherfucker. Fuck yourself. You fuck yourself. You fuck yourself. सब गाली दे रहे हम क्या करेगा भाई? सब तो गाली दे रहे हैं हमको. Fuck yourself, motherfucker. Fuck, get fuck, mother chud. Uh, I speak. I am telling you simply, sir. Mother chod, bur ka aulad, randi ka aulad, bhak bhosuri ke.
And then here is a little advice from me. If you ever get called by these numbers and you want them to hang up on you and to remove you from their list, just tell them that you don't own a computer.
You don't have a computer? Have a great day. Take care. You don't have any computer or laptop at your home? Okay, do one thing, ma'am. Go and turn on your television and just watch. Okay? Have a great day, ma'am. Take care. Bye bye.
So whilst I was watching these scammers, I saw them scamming some people and also watching some of the victims that they have scammed before, because AWE Sun gives you a password and a username that isn't variable, it doesn't change. So after scamming people, they would watch them, as you can see on the screen right now. And one of the people that they were watching, I could see that they had a notepad file with that woman's banking information. So they had the username and the password to her bank. So I decided to call up the bank, but the bank told me that they couldn't do anything, that the woman herself had to call. So I sent her a bunch of text messages, and she ended up calling her bank and deleting the program off of her computer so that the scammers couldn't watch her anymore. There was also another instance that you guys will see on the screen right now where the scammer was in the midst of a scam. I didn't really see what was going on. I just joined and I saw him scamming somebody, and apparently this woman knew that it was a scam, and so she told the scammer, I know you're a scammer, and then the scammer did something that shows his true nature. As you can see, the scammer goes to sign in options to set a password on the victim's PC so he can take your computer for ransom, because he knows that the victim knows that he is a scammer. So I closed down the page with my task manager in my remote access tool, and I decided to call up the victim to let her know all about the scam. To ask a question, did you speak to anyone like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago about your computer or anything?
Yes.
Alright, and did those guys actually connect to your computer?
Yes.
Alright, yeah, I just wanted to let you know that they are scammers.
Well, I know that, and that's why I tried to. I shut off my computer.
And I'm glad you understood that it was that they were scammers and you shut down your PC, but you would have been too late. I'm pretty sure if you turn on your computer, you will still have the program on it. So I suggest you try to remove that program, because they still have your password and your ID, but they should
Okay.
not be able to connect anymore. But I would suggest just removing that program completely off your computer.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.
And now let's see how it plays out when one of the scammers gets a victim that is very unaware and uninformed about all this stuff, fully goes on with the process and lets them connect to the computer. So as we know, the scammer first takes the victim to awesun.com and makes her install the program so that he can connect to her computer. Is what you're seeing on the screen right now.
And you see anything my device ID number starting from 0?
Scammer goes on, he gets the victim's ID and her password, and that way he remotely connects to her computer.
And okay, I'm just checking your ID and password in my server that is correct or not. Just give me a second, okay? So one thing, ma'am, I'm transfer call to the our accounts department, okay? They will guide you and they will cancel the service and they will provide you a cancellation form. And if you are eligible to get back your money, then they will provide your money also on your checking account. Just hold on, okay?
As we can see, our scammer is a middleman. His only job is to get victims connected through AWE Sun, and then the higher up comes in, and this guy is very experienced, which we will see in the call as well.
Thank you for being on hold. This is David over here. How are you doing today?
What you're gonna see on the screen right now is the scammer, aka David, installing the blank screen driver from AWE Sun on the woman's computer so that he can blank her screen once she is logged into her banking page to fake a refund amount. He then goes on to test the blank screen to see if it works and to make sure that he can scam her successfully.
Okay. Alright, alright. Well, in case you see a black screen coming up, just let me know, alright? Because it may be possible that it will go for the verification. So you may see a black screen coming up. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open up a cancellation form, okay? And after I open the cancellation form, you just have to fill that form And after you fill that form, then I'll be able to process your request.
The scammer then goes on to create a fake form for the woman so he can get some information on her and to make it seem more legitimate. And by the way, this guy is talking English. Like the way he's talking, I can tell that he is one of the more experienced and one of the smarter guys. He uses words like prefixes and he knows everything about credit cards and about payments. So I know that this guy is higher up and that he does a lot of the payment stuff. After the victim fills out this form and the scammer has all the information on her, he asks her to log into her bank.
Alright, you done that, ma'am? Okay, now what I'm gonna do is like I'm just gonna initiate a transfer into your account, okay, from my business account. Like we have a business account with Chase Bank, and I'm gonna process a transfer into your bank account.
Scammer says that he has a business account with Chase Bank because Chase has a demo page that he can use to make stuff seem more believable and to show the woman that he transfers money to her. And after telling her this, he makes her log into her bank so that he can check everything out and he pretends that he's not watching her screen.
No, I'm saying that do you have online banking? So what you need to do, ma'am, like because this is a recorded call, so you just have to go ahead, log in and check whether you received the deposit of $450 in your account or not, and let me know, okay? I'm holding the line.
The victim goes on to log into her online banking page, and then when she is logged in, the scammer continues to talk to her. Of course, the scammer also takes note of her username and her confidence word.
Yes, ma'am, I'm there. Okay, like, okay, just check the statement for today's date and let me know, okay? And like, because if the money is not there in your checking account, then I do believe then I will attempt once more.
So the scammer now has made the victim log into her bank. She checked if the payment was received and she said it wasn't. So the guy said, okay, it failed, and now they're gonna try it from a different server. And for this server, they need to install TeamViewer for some reason. I don't know why, but he installs TeamViewer and pretends that is the server for the payment.
Alright, you there, ma'am? Okay, now I was just checking on my system. Like they said that because the automatic transfer, like it's late in the afternoon, it's almost evening, so the bank is almost about to close. So the automated system is not working at the moment, right? So what we are gonna do is we are gonna try it in the manual way, okay? Like we are gonna do it from the server, okay? So you just have to give me a moment, like we will just connect you to a server, a secure server, and then we are gonna carry out the transfer, okay? So just be on hold for 2 minutes.
The scammer then convinces the woman that the black screen from TeamViewer means that it's verifying the payment so that he can work on the black screen and that the woman feels safe when he's working on her banking page while she is blackened out.
You got it, right? And one more thing which you will be getting is that like if you get anything such as work securely with blue boxes, just let me know. Alright, because that is actually a secure server, so that is the reason like it shows you working securely or work securely, something like that. Okay? Alright?
The scammer then goes ahead and logs into the Chase Bank demo page, and because some victims know or they can read that it says that it's a demo page and they click onto it, the scammer HTML inspects the page so this message is not there when he unblankens the screen of the woman. After convincing her that it's a real banking page and he has added her as a recipient, he goes ahead and makes her log into her bank where he makes a transfer between accounts and HTML inspects the page to make it seem like the payment is coming from his company. Then the scammer opens CMD and he unblankens the woman's screen and pretends like CMD is the payment portal.
So just let me know, ma'am. Okay, I'm waiting because I just forwarded my billing department and they said that they have done it. Any moment you may get the screen back and it will show you Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Corporation, all rights reserved. You have that, right? So I'm just gonna maximize the page a bit so that it will be easy for you to read, all right? So that you don't make any mistakes. Okay, now it's better. Alright, now what you need to do, ma'am, like this is a portal, okay, a transfer portal. It is gonna type automatically and it is gonna show you the message, okay.
Scammer says it's an automated portal and it's gonna type the message for her, but you can legitimately hear him typing the message in the background.
You may try to verify your identity by some of your basic information, okay. It will automatically go to the next line and it may verify your identity, okay.
He then goes on to verify some of the information that she gave beforehand in the notepad form, just to make things look more legitimate. And in this form, in this wiring portal, we can also find out that the scammer is very interested in the age of this woman to see what his success rate might be. If she's older, then he probably will feel like it's gonna be easier for him. And in the portal we can see that this poor old lady is 81 years old. She was born in 1939. The rest of the information doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is that he makes the woman type out the amount that she's getting refunded, and then before she presses enter he hits an extra 0 to make it seem like the victim made the mistake and she's gonna have to pay him that money.
And once you do that, you have to wait for the screen to scroll down. Oh, so oh, you made a mistake. Can you just go up there and change it or do anything like that? Can you just click over there and try to, because if the transfer gets executed, then you will be getting 4500 instead of 450. Oh my god.
Of course, since it's CMD, you cannot change the lines you've already typed, so the woman kind of panics and the scammer, with his worst acting, tells the woman that he needs that money back as quick as she can give it to him.
Oh my goodness, that means that it has been successful already. And what is no, because I told you, ma'am, that like you have to be very careful with what you're typing because it's not gonna let you exactly. And what is it showing? Like, first, what you have to do, ma'am, like as soon as the page is minimized, okay, you will be taken back to the previous page, okay, you will be taken back to your banking page, and on your banking page, you have to just see and you have to verify what they are showing on the statement, okay, without clicking anywhere, without touching anything. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, like on the statement, it's not showing. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what is the amount? Oh my god, so they have actually put $4,500. Well, I just had a word with my billing department. They said that actually, like, it was an error from the customer's side, and actually, we are short of 4,500 on our account as well. I just explained it to them that it didn't happen voluntarily, like the customer, she was just trying maybe the keyboard, she pressed it a bit harder, like the number 0. So instead of 10, it just typed in 20. So I explained it to my billing manager. He said that it's okay, that's fine, we all are humans, we make mistakes. But now what you need to do, ma'am, like because even you know that, even you are well aware of that, that you were not supposed to get 4,500, right? You were supposed to get 400.
The scammer then explains to the victim that he needs $4,050 back, and he asks her if there's any Target store nearby so she can get gift cards, or a CVS or an Apple store. And it turns out that the closest store to this woman was 30 miles. And the scammer tells her to drive to that nearest store, so to drive 30 miles, the woman refuses to drive all the way over there. So then the scammer tries to do it through an online wiring to some sketchy bank in Thailand, and that was the point where I decided to step in. Me and my friend Sinister decided to take down the scammer's internet and call up the woman and let her know that she is being fooled. Hello?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am, you have to listen to me. The guys you were talking
I
to
am
are...
trying to
No,
get
no, no.
my phone number here.
Ma'am, the guys you are talking to are scammers. Can you turn off your computer for me?
Turn it off?
Yeah, just turn it completely off. The guys you are talking to are scammers, okay?
Okay, that's what I wondered when I got into the middle of this.
Yeah,
So
no,
what
they are
they're
trying to steal money from you. Just turn off your computer completely. And ignore any
Well, but
calls.
they've already transferred. Okay, just turn it off. Just a minute.
Yeah, I'll explain
That's what I
everything
was
to you. Don't worry
afraid
about
of
it.
all the way along.
And when the scammer sees the woman is trying to turn off her computer, he decides to also try and syskey this computer so he can hold her computer for ransom as well. As you can see, he's disabling her input and blanking out her screen and trying his hardest to syskey the computer, but I made sure that this couldn't happen. Okay, hold on. I'll turn. They're trying to mess with your computer.
Okay,
Okay,
I
you got
turned it.
Okay, nice.
I did.
All right, so
Okay.
there's no transfer, okay? What they showed you is just completely fake. Their banking page, they showed you the demo, that's a demo page for the Chase Bank, that's completely fake. The transfer is fake, there's no transfer there. If you log in again into your banking account, you will see that the transfer has disappeared. And there's nothing wrong with your computer, there's nothing wrong. Obviously, the woman was confused as to who I was and how I got her information and stuff, so I talked to her for a few minutes, explained everything to her, and she was very thankful, and at the end of the call she got a little emotional as well.
Oh, thank you very much. So now there hasn't been anything done. I don't have to drive. What would have happened if I'd have gone to where they wanted me to go to?
Well, they would have
Then I
made
would
you buy gift cards, give them those gift cards, and you would have lost all your money to them.
Yeah, well, what they wanted me to do was to take my debit card and drive like 40 miles away, and then give them back this $4,000, right? And that's where the trouble would have happened. So I am so thankful. Now, when should I go back? I mean, when can I go back into my computer?
I told her that her computer, if she turned it on, would still be in the hands of the scammers, and I offered her some help, but she told me that her son is also very good with computers and that he could come the next day in the morning to help her out by deleting the programs off of her computer. Okay, and if you need ever need any more information or any help, you can text me on this number. I'm pretty sure if I called you, I should be somewhere in your contacts or whatever. You can always like call me back or send me a message or make your son call me or anyone call me so I can inform them about all that happened today.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Right,
and
no problem.
I'm almost ready to cry. I'm so glad you came in on me. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This is what I do for a living. So.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
No, poor old lady, man. She was about to cry. After all what happened, the scammer decided to give up, and with his tail in between his legs, he scurried away from his computer. And so he went back into the slums of Kolkata. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and also give it a comment so that the YouTube algorithm will pick up on it and our video will get boosted in recommended. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support the channel with financial aid, then you can check out my Patreon link that's in the description, where you can support my work for $3 or more. Anything would be appreciated. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace out.